face early on, trying to cut the ring off. Gets a leg kick for his trouble after getting a jab through. Right hand lands from Edwards. Both fighters landing a couple punches and a couple kicks.
They're both feeling each other out at this point, trying to see where the weakness is, see what their tendencies are. You know, there's not much tape on amateurs. You look at the pro fights, and professional fighters have dozens of fights, some of them under their belt, so there's lots of tape to watch to come up with a game plan. When you have an amateur record of 1-1 and an amateur record of 2-1, not much to watch. So first minute is feeling out round, and we see that we're almost down to that 1 minute in to round one on our featurefights.ca clock in your right hand corner of your screen.
Edwards landing the better of the kicks thus far. Sharper kicks to the outside of the leg of Mackenzie Senger. Senger, on the other hand, going for the inside leg kick. And another big kick there from Edwards. That one had to sting. The Senger tried to check it late, but not in time.
There's a nice catch by Senger, and used it to land a nice little leg kick there. I would look that if he catches him that well, to be able to step in and take him down. It looks like both these guys are content to stand up and strike and work their kicks. There's some big shots there, and in on the body is Senger, driving Edwards into the cage and looking for the takedown.
Trying the double leg right now is Mackenzie Senger up against the cage. Jeremy Edwards doing a nice job thus far of defending the takedown and rolls Senger over onto the cage. And maybe looking to do some damage from there as well. I talked to Edwards last night. He said he was looking for this to be a striking fight. He said he can go to the ground if he has to, and we see him doing so now. And may end up with Mackenzie Senger on his back, as Senger doing a nice job with those long legs to roll over and now finds himself in the mount.
Yeah, and a bit of a mistake here from Jeremy Edwards. At that point, when he had the advantage, he needs to complete the takedown. He needs to not necessarily take for granted the fact that he's in a good position. He needs to get into a solid position that Mackenzie Senger can't counter from. He didn't end up doing that. However, he does have that arm deep, and in the guard is Mackenzie Senger. Down to our last 10 seconds, and even with this small takedown, this round might go to Mackenzie Senger.
Yeah, the takedown may prove to be the difference here in round number one.
There's a good shot, nice counter by Mackenzie Senger. And just missed with the uppercut as well.
Edwards came over on the top, and Senger looked like he was trying to set it up for the uppercut, but Edwards quick to get out of the way. Said he'll stop competing when he can't compete with 20-year-olds anymore. And thus far doing a solid job against Mackenzie Senger. Again, not quite half his age, but when you're talking about a guy who's 26 versus a guy who's 40, you might as well.
I'd like to be in Jeremy Edwards shape when I'm 40. I think that'd be a good thing for me.
I'd like to be in Jeremy Edwards shape now. Edwards trying to defend with the guillotine and the whizzer against the double leg. Senger's got that double leg deep, though. If he can get it behind that one knee, there it is, the slam coming from Mackenzie Senger down on Jeremy Edwards. But again, finds himself in a choke, and Edwards is a submission fighter. Knows how to get the submission in, and that one forearm well under the chin. If he can get his other arm in there, this fight, Mackenzie Senger could be in some trouble here. Yeah,
Mackenzie Senger right now in side control, so that's not going to necessarily be an issue right now. There is some torque, but not necessarily enough to finish the fight. Edwards again has it nice and deep. Originally, Senger opted to go towards the guard of Jeremy Edwards, but thought better of it as he felt that choke getting tighter and tighter. I better go back to side control.
And Senger now seems he's pulled free of the choke and has popped back up into mount. Trying to get that one other foot free. You can see Edwards still has a very shallow half guard. as that 1 foot still in there. But as much as a mount as Mackenzie Senger could hope for at this point. And he'll be looking to drop damage from here as he is on top of Jeremy Edwards, and he'll be throwing bombs.
Yeah, a tough spot with the amateur rules here in the Calgary Commission to be able to land striking effectively from a mount. You have to get up nice and high, and that leaves you in danger of getting swept. But Mackenzie Senger doing an admirable job here, landing shots to the chest of Jeremy Edwards. Not going to do much damage, but looks good to the eyes of the judges.
Again, staying busy and striking key in the judge's eyes. And Edwards tries to muscle out from underneath Mackenzie Senger and is unable to do so far. The young man keeping the old man down as he continues to work from on top, and he'll be looking for an armbar here with just 10 seconds remaining in the round, but Edwards squirts free, and we'll see if he can do anything here before the bell. Nope. Both fighters meet at the center of the cage and exchange. Again, the leg kicks coming from Edwards, answered with punches from Senger. Edwards now landing some punches of his own. Senger looking for the takedown. Has Edwards up against the cage.
Edward needs to be using that arm. Instead of going for the guillotine, he needs to slip it underneath and elevate. And there he's doing a great job now getting the underhooks. And slipping to the single leg is Mackenzie Senger, leaving himself open for Jeremy Edwards to land a few shots. And some elbows. Those are nice, vicious elbows right to the lat. And a great takedown by Mackenzie Senger. Edwards concentrating on the striking, Senger concentrating on the takedown.
Yeah, Senger doing a good job of slamming Edwards to the ground for the second straight round and has the advantage, but again, finds himself almost in a guillotine here, but Edwards only with the one arm, not able to get the other arm around, so no real danger for Senger at this point, but again, unable to do any damage when your head's buried against the mat like that.
Good job by Jeremy Edwards here, double overhooks. He's trying to take away any ability for Mackenzie Senger to strike, but Mackenzie Senger adapting here and now opting to knees to the gluteus area and just taking away the power base of Edwards in case they end up standing again.
Well, and again, Edwards doing a good job of holding on, but a minute and a half left in the round. He's going to need to make something happen here from the bottom as Mackenzie Senger likely has round number 2, and it looks like he's got round number 3 so far as he's done the majority of the action here as Jeremy Edwards finds himself on the wrong end of some knees and punches down in the guard, trying to land some punches of his own, but it's a 3-to-1 ratio at this point for strikes taken versus strikes given by Jeremy Edwards as he tries to scramble out.
And I don't think necessarily Mackenzie Senger is trying to strike to end this fight. I think he thinks that Jeremy Edwards is a tough opponent and he's not going to end up being able to do that, but he is striking to stay busy, and that's very important in the mind of the judges.
Again, continuing to throw strikes is Mackenzie Senger. It will also prevent the referee from standing them up as well. Again, when you're in a dominant position, the last thing you want is for the referee to take you out of that for a lack of action. And moving now into the half guard of Edwards is Mackenzie Senger. He has freed himself up and threw one knee to the midsection, which caused a bit of a scramble by Edwards. He's trying to roll over, and now Senger has his back. Edwards rolls into him, but finds himself right back in the mount. A solid ground performance from Mackenzie Senger. He said he worked on his ground game, and that's certainly proving to be the case.
Yes, absolutely. Mackenzie Senger